Alright, so trying pot stickers here. Oops, let me grab the bags. If you guys haven't seen part one is me cooking these yummy pot stickers and almost crying. So we have the Bingo Mandao chicken and vegetable dumpling, Korea's #1 dumpling brand. And then we have these all natural ones, which interestingly enough were like 10 cents cheaper than the exact same brand of the same one.
Same brand.
Of the same type of dumpling. It was chicken and vegetable in both cases. So, and I made it.
Same brand, a different subtype.
No, these are different brands. But this one here, there was another one, so I went to 2 different stores. This was the First Oriental Market, and this was just the Asian market. This one here, there was one next to it on the shelf that didn't say all natural, but it was a chicken and vegetable pot stickers, and same brand, not all natural, was like 10 cents more expensive. Which is weird, because over here in America, if you get an organic pre-made meal, it's going to be, I don't know, at least 3 times as expensive in most cases as your regular one. So I made it easy. The big bag is the big bowl.
Okay. The big bag is the
big
bowl.
And there's chopsticks if you want chopsticks, or you also fork and knife too. They didn't come with sauces, so I've got Brad's Vitaminos, that's healthy soy sauce. I both followed the pan fry instructions for both. One of them in here is a little bit dark because that was the test run, because I tried using palm oil this time, because you know how you say it doesn't soak into stuff and make it stick. Mm-hmm. So it worked. Not perfect, but good enough. We've also got some Kikkoman soy sauce. These are packets from Panda Express, and they're in the water because they were in the fridge cold, and so I just quickly warmed them up in the water. So let's go ahead and dig in. And I want to say from warming up though, any of you guys remember the microwave show? And when I say the microwave show, I mean the microwave show. I don't recommend checking them out because they were a little bit dirty. But there was one episode they did. I watched.
Is it somebody else's show? The microwave show? Or?
Yeah, it's a YouTube show. Oh. And it's like, because there are a lot of people that have microwaved stuff, including one guy who microwaved a microwave because he had a small microwave that
fit.
Remember that. So, but this guy, what he did, he had, and this is easy to tell which are which because some are crispy and some are only one side crispy. So, what they did an episode on like how long to microwave your soy sauce packet so you don't make your Chinese food cold when you put it on, and they found that it was 3 minutes to microwave it. But it's a lot more fun if you poke a hole in the beginning because then you can watch it fly around the microwave sooner. So they had funny humor about it. Then there was like specifically one that was reoccurring every episode, so I quit watching. But I have seen other microwave stuff, and I plan to do a few experiments in the microwave at some point. Like I will say one of them that I want to do is I want to get the microwave on its back and then fill it completely full of popcorn kernels and a little bit of oil, and then see if we can get the popping to make it so as popcorn that it pops the door open.
These are both chicken?
Yes, they're both chicken and vegetable. Oh. Oh, and I need to show these things. So the first thing, I was originally just going for pot stickers, and I was like if they had like a deli type thing. The first store didn't, so at both stores. The second one did. I just got like some frozen ones.
Did you say a deli thing?
Yeah.
Or jelly?
Deli.
Deli?
Which actually they did have like jelly. Like there's these Japanese jelly things that are like this big. I've seen them in a video where a guy makes an actual knife out of jelly that's dehydrated and he cuts vegetables and paper with it.
Okay.
But they had one where it was like a person wearing a hard hat was the big tub full of these different jelly flavors. And then when you're done, there was a slot in the top so it would be like a piggy bank type thing. And it was like this big.
Okay.
But, so I went to the second store. I saw this and I absolutely had to get it. This is white poppy seeds. Show them. Let me go see, and I need to taste mine because I'm hungry too. I just want to see if I have any, because I thought I would have some. I forgot to grab them. Wow. No. I found the thing I was looking for the other day, but not the black poppy seeds that I'm used to. But I'm like, oh dude, I gotta try this. I think this was. Here's mine. Oh, this is the nope. That's this. Oh yes, $5.78.
Maybe somebody another soy sauce, please.
So a little bit expensive, but I was like, dude, I gotta try that. And the second thing I got, this was $2.59. This is after I went back in because Mom was stopping at one other store and she wasn't quite done yet. So I went and looked around and I found these. These are so good. So these are like chow mein noodles, but imagine a chow mein noodle that's bigger, maybe a little bit crunchier but less hard, more puffy, and just soaks up lots of oil and tastes amazing.
Okay, let's talk about food now.
Yes, let's talk about pot stickers now. So you guys go ahead. I'm going to taste mine, but go ahead and tell your opinions about which brand you like. Oh, and thanks for
These are pushed more crispy and these are not. Is there a reason?
It says that you put them in a pan with like 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and you turn them about every 2 minutes and cook them for 8 minutes until you know all sides are kind of crispy, and it's been 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
This one says that you put them in a pan with some oil, and then you pour the water on top and put a lid on it and let it steam for 8 minutes till one side's crispy. But it wouldn't necessarily get like quite crispy like they show in the photo. So I put them in for about a minute or so on the one side, and then I poured the water in and let it cook the rest of the 8 minutes.
Well, I preferred the cooking for these. I like them crispier.
And
That said, I like the consistency and the filling of the others better.
so all natural you like better. Okay, what do you think, Mom? Oh, I'm going crazy. Too bad not crazy rich.
You did watch that movie this week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I prefer the cooking style of this one and I prefer the filling.
Interesting. So we have one for that, one for this. I'm going to be the deciding factor. And you know, Mom, and I would like you to see the movie too. That I'd like to go see it one more time, especially since we missed like the first minute or so of it.
Okay.
But it was a good movie. I really liked it. And I said this in the last stream that I just did where I was cooking these, but like if I could find an edited version, or I would totally grab an edited version, which I think VidAngel might get an edited version. Even like the Google has it for pre-order for about $20. I would totally pay $20 for this movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was so good, and a lot of the culture too. And they kind of allude this in the trailer, so it's not much of a spoiler. But one of the things of their culture over there, the big point of this film, over here in America, it's everybody kind of, you know, find individual happiness. Over there, it's let's build a dynasty and be grandma's favorite and keep the family line going. And I'm going to say this is slightly more spoiled than that, but not too big. There's one part where they're making food, and so I think Nick is one of the main characters. His mom, they're all making dumplings together, and his mom makes some, and then the grandma says, "Did you make those?" He says it all in Chinese, I think is what they were speaking, or Cantonese, because she doesn't know any English, but very, very good movie. Aside from the couple of crude parts and some language in there, I loved it. Loved it so much. No. Interesting. I'm going to have to go back for the first one and try the second one again. And then I'm actually going to break those open so you guys can taste them, and I'll try one because those are so good.
You know, the movie made the point that a lot of the Chinese, Taiwanese culture, the family is really important, but it does get to the point where that it said
It gets
the
too much.
tradition of passing the guilt down on the kids. And I've known people that have struggled with that. So even though that's taken to a fault, their focus on the family unit is really important. It's
Right, yeah.
really, really good.
So they do have good, strong family ties, but they go just a little bit too far. In some cases, their family ties are better than some of the way American have family ties, but they go just a little bit too far.
And that's pretty easy to do.
Oh yeah, especially when we're talking about, oh, a baby's too expensive. No, thank you. And I guess I'm kind of the decider here, because with what you said, these ones could be cooked the same way, and
I think if you cooked those the same way you did these, it'd be a no contest.
going back to the all natural ones again.
This is more compact. I like the texture. This one's fluffy or looser.
What I'm noticing about so far, if my memory serves me from the all natural one that we're about to try, the non all natural ones, the number one brand, they have a little bit stronger flavor on the inside to them. The all natural are a little bit less flavorful, and that kind of sort of, I don't know if it's indicative of the ingredients, but over here in America things tend to be a little bit less flavorful usually if they're all natural. Sometimes.
Which one was this? The all natural or the other one?
Remember, the big bowl is the big bag, and the big bag is Korea. I think Korea is number one, which sadly Google Translate doesn't have a camera for Korean, so because there were some things that would have been nice to see, but it couldn't find them.
Watada.
What the hell?
Watada.
Means like thank you or something.
I mean, it's kind of like, well,
Like what?
well,
Oh well, yeah.
or what's it mean?
Because there was one thing I
What
saw.
the hell? Look at that.
Look at that.
There was one thing I
Oh,
saw
uncle.
that was, yeah, I read the ingredients because those were in English, and it was like this weird, poofy, not potato, but something else, this weird poofy roll of something, kind of puffy. And I've got some pictures that I want you guys to see too on my phone. They said it was like Japanese.
I did go to Korea.
They said it was like Japanese crackers in the first store, but it was more like puffed rice. But it was like a big bag of puffed rice for like $8. And so let me taste this, and
I
then
used
we'll.
to have puffed
open
rice
this
for breakfast. when I was
And it didn't really have necessarily like a cereal coating or whatever. I think they just puffed the
It's
rice.
just puffed, yeah. I really liked it.
I remember seeing them do that in Korea.
Really?
Oh, these street vendors, they'd go around, they'd have a two-wheeled cart, and on one end they would have essentially a burner, and then they had this ball, this steel ball, cast iron ball. They'd put the rice and they'd put water in there, and then they could latch it shut, and it was pressure tight. And then they would just sit there and heat it up, you know, until the water was boiling inside that ball, very high pressure.
Oh,
And then they had this big wire cage. There was, the mesh was puffed up.
you're talking.
Lanyard and boom! The steam would shoot out and the puffed rice would come out and it'd puff instantly.
You're
like
talking
that.
just like the instant popcorn cooker that we watched the Mythbusters look at. Go look that up. They didn't have much success with it, but it's just like this big, huge, kind of almost pot-shaped thing that you completely seal tight with a pressure gauge, and you let it get till the pressure's built up, and then poof, instantly. So they say it's the fastest popcorn cooker, but I don't. In their experience, it wasn't overall time cooking fastest. But I think the time that it took for the popcorn to actually all pop was faster because it was just instant.
It pops instantly.
Yeah. But yeah, so check that out too. And the other thing that we watched, this was months ago that I showed them these clips. The other cool thing, because both of these were with Alton Brown, the other thing they watched that they did that was cool was they cooked lasagna in the dishwasher. That was cool. So I have my verdict. This one, I can taste the liquid aminos more. It's less flavorful, which I think is indicative of all naturalness. This one has a stronger, better internal flavor. So I think I like this one a little bit better because of the stronger flavor. But healthy conscious, this one a little bit so.
What's the difference in their ingredients that makes that one healthier?
Let's actually, yeah, let's look at that really quickly. And while I read these ingredients, let's open up these chow noodles things and taste them. And you can tell.
This one has more vegetables in it than that one.
Yeah, it does.
Which one is that?
This one has
That
more
one has
vegetables.
more vegetables.
Which one is it? Which bowl did it come
The
from?
big
The
one,
big one.
not all natural.
Okay, yeah. I can get this. Okay. So I'll let you guys dig into those while I use my mouth for talking for ingredients here. So, the Bibingo Mandu ingredients, filling. Chicken, cabbage, cooked dark meat chicken, which is interesting because I hate dark meat chicken. So, parentheses, boneless, skinless chicken dark meat, soy sauce, which is parentheses, into parentheses, water, soybean, salt, and parentheses. Wait, I'm lost. And then,
Maybe forget the parentheses.
yeah, okay. Because there's big parentheses inside of parentheses and it's confusing. Water, sesame oil, so then they got cooking rice wine, which is water, dextrose, rice, corn syrup, salt. And they got water, sesame oil, black pepper, and the whole parentheses finally. Kale, onion, carrot, textured soy flour, which is water, soy flour, and parentheses. Celery, spinach, green onion, chicken stock, which is concentrated chicken stock, and salt, and parentheses. Sesame oil, which I saw a big bottle of and was tempting to buy, but I didn't. Iodized yeast extract, oat fiber, modified tapioca starch, garlic, sugar, black pepper, salt, yeast extract. And the dough is wheat flour, water, modified tapioca starch, wheat gluten, soybean oil, and salt. And I wanted to get the sesame oil because I love sesame seeds. Anyways, now for the all natural ones, ingredients: filling, ground chicken, cabbage, soy sauce, water, soybeans, wheat, salt, and parentheses, green onion, ginger, sugar, egg white, sesame oil, garlic, salt, white pepper, wrapper, wheat flour, water, tapioca starch, rice flour, soybean oil, egg white, salt, contains wheat and soy. So shorter ingredients, they're both very similar, they both seem relatively healthy.
This one, did it have ginger in it?
No. I didn't read, well maybe.
And
Some black pepper, tapioca starch. Yeah, I'm not seeing ginger in there.
and then there was one other ingredient that
But-
this all natural one had in the other one.
Yeah, and this one uses white pepper. So part of this also could be where they come from. Like, I don't think this is certified organic, but maybe the places that they source these from tried to be organic without being certified, so they don't have to be more expensive.
Sometimes it's also a nice marketing catchphrase
Which is true, is too.
selling to Americans. That one
Yeah.
sounded as natural.
Yeah, it kind of does, but... and it could be where they come from. I need to taste some of those, too. So it could be where they come from, too. But the organic is a lot more expensive, because it's not just about whether or not you use chemicals, it's also about how close are you to a farmer that does use chemicals. I forget the distance, but I'm going to try some of these. So what did you guys think of these?
Crunchy.
They're okay.
Chow mein noodles.
Yeah.
So you like the more regular brown, smaller Chinese, the chow
Not
mein?
These are just a different type.
These are good. Yeah, they're okay.
Because I like these better. I like their oily crispiness better from your taste.
They are actually a little easier to chew
Right, yeah.
than the others.
The other ones are a little bit harder.
Mm-hmm.
Think more of like the dog bones on the other ones versus this texture is not so.
Yeah.
But yes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in whatever is next.